Zeltingen-Rachtig is an Ortsgemeinde, a municipality belonging to a Verbandsgemeinde, a kind of collective municipality, in the Bernkastel-Wittlich district in Rhineland-Palatinate, Germany. Geography. Location. The municipality lies surrounded by vineyards in the Great Bend in the Moselle between Bernkastel-Kues and Trabant, not far from the university town of Trier. Both Ortsteile, Zeltingen and Rachtig, are found on the river's right bank where the valley broadens out into very flat country bordering on the Hunsrück. Zeltingen-Rachtig belongs to the Verbandsgemeinde of Bernkastel-Kues, whose seat is in the like-named town. Nearby municipalities. Neighboring municipalities are, among others, Erden, Erzig and Graachen an der Mosel. The nearest middle centers are Bernkastel-Kues, some 5 kilometers away, and Wittlich, some 10 kilometers away. Trier lies some 35 kilometers away. Climate. Zeltingen-Rachtig lies in a transitional zone between temperate oceanic climate and continental climate, compared to other regions in Germany. A very warm and sunny climate prevails here. In nearby Brauneberg on the 11th of August 1998, a record temperature of 41.2 degrees Celsius in the shade. The highest ever air temperature recorded in the Federal Republic was confirmed. The barrier formed by the Eiffel shields the double municipality from west winds, putting it in a rain shadow and sometimes subjecting it to a fun effect. At the same time, the warming of the air is favored by the only slight exchange of air with the surrounding area. Tied in with this is the high humidity due to ongoing evaporation of water from the Moselle, which, especially in summer, makes at times for heavy and muggy weather, and which also brings many storms along with it. History. Remnants of human settlements near Bernkastel-Kues date from the time of the linear pottery culture, about 3000 BC. As early as 500 BC, the Treveri, a people of mixed Celtic and Germanic stock, from whom the Latin name for the city of Trier, Augusta Treverorum, is also derived, settled in the region around Zeltingen-Rachtig. Zeltingen-Rachtig are the oldest names for today's Zeltingen-Rachtig that have been handed down. They document its Celtic beginnings. Until the 19th century, the double municipality was an enclave of the Archbishopric of Cologne. Cunibert of Cologne, who was once the archbishop, was descended from the Moselle Franconian nobility. The local law has it that he was born at a castle near Zeltingen. Politics. Municipal Council. The council is made up of 16 council members, who are elected by proportional representation at the municipal election held on the 7th of June 2009, and the honorary mayor as chairman. The municipal election held on the 7th of June 2009 yielded the following results. Coat of arms. The municipality's arms might be described thus: for pale gules 2 keys per saltire, the wards to chief and the one in bend surmounting the other, and argent a cross sable. The municipality's oldest known seal, from the late 14th century, already bears these charges, and both refer to the former landholder. The electorate of Cologne, whose arms are seen on the sinister side. The keys on the dexter side refer to St. Peter, who was Cologne's patron saint. After having been in use for centuries, the arms were officially granted in 1936. Town partnerships. Zeltingen-Rachtig fosters partnerships with the following places: St. Florentin, Yonne, France since 1966. Culture and sightseeing. Village culture with 133 hectares of vineyards. The double municipality is among the biggest wine-growing centers on the Middle Moselle. One well-known vineyard is the Zeltinger Sonnenauer at the Bernkastel Ring Winemakers Association's wine auction in September 2006. A 2002 Trockenbier and Ausleys from this vineyard fetched a record price for one bottle of €2,100. Other vineyards are Zeltinger Himmelreich, Zeltinger Schlossberg and Zeltinger Deutsch Herrenberg. Several wineries, which grow mainly Riesling, still exist today. Furthermore, there is a cultural path in the form of the Mosel Erlebnis route, which stretches on for 7 kilometers and gives information about the municipality's history, wine growing and culture. It leads through both centers and through several vineyards. Inga Schwab, the 1963–1964 German wine queen, comes from Zeltingen-Rachtig. The volunteer fire brigades, parish communities and several clubs characterize village cultural life in Zeltingen-Rachtig. In the Zeltingen Rowing Association, which counts 2 world champions in lightweight fours without coxswain and an Olympian among its members, there is a very successful and active rowing club. Regular events, local history and wine festivals are regularly held. Highlights are the Street Wine Festival and the Wine Fair in Rachtig, as well as the Days of the Open Wine Cellars. The Wine and Street Festival and the Wine Fair, each held in Zeltingen. Further concerts, practices of customs, dancing evenings and other public festivals are regularly staged. The operetta Zeltinger Himmelreich is produced every other year by more than 100 amateur performers on Zeltingen's old marketplace. Active in this are mainly members of the local clubs. In nearby Bernkastel-Wittlich, the Grosses Weinfest der Mittelmosel is held each year in late summer, and the Zeltingen-Rachtig winemakers have their own booth there. Also in Wittlich there is the Sauerbrenner Kirmes. It is one of Rhineland-Palatinate's biggest folk festivals and was begun in 1951, based on the medieval Sauerbrennerssage. Both events are among the Trier region's biggest folk festivals. Economy and infrastructure. Wine growing and tourism play an important role. A local supply of food is guaranteed. A bakery, a grocer's shop, medical practices, several inns, a post office and a bank branch can all be found in the municipality. Zeltingen-Rachtig also has at its disposal 2 kindergartens, a special school, a campground, a miniature golf course, parklands along the Moselle and a sporting ground. The municipality has several hotels, restaurants and many commercial and private lodging providers with roughly 1,000 guest beds. Transport near Zeltingen-Rachtig is a weir on the Moselle with a lock. In planning Verbandsstraße 50, right near Zeltingen-Rachtig, is the Hochmoselbrücke as part of the Hochmoselübergang, a highway link between Belgian and Dutch harbours in the Frankfurt area. Public transport is integrated into the Verkehrsverband Region Trier, whose fares therefore apply. Famous people. From Zeltingen came the baritone and director Franz Porten, whose daughters Rosa and Henny Porten were early film stars. In Zeltingen, the brothers Jost and Matthias Komen Fink grew up. In August 2009, the then 26 and 30-year-olds, together with the Jochen twins and Martin Kuhner from Saarbrücken, became rowing world champions in lightweight fours. Stefan Hses was a Catholic church historian. Gallery.